Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wind Down Friday. In this new episode, today it's a pleasure to have our next guest, my friend Dinesh Kithany. Hi, Dinesh. How are you?
I'm fine, Wise. How are you? Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. It's fine. Everything is going well. So, where are you located, Dinesh?
I'm currently in UK, 1 hour
Which city?
north of London, a city called Leamington Spa. That's where Shakespeare was born, to make it easier for people to remember.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So, Dinesh, tell me more about you and your career. So, please introduce yourself.
Perfect, no worries. Yeah, thank you first of all for the opportunity. It's great always to talk to you. Very briefly, if I may say, I'm an industry analyst currently working on wireless powered and power supply industry, and I'm working on this industry for the last 6 years. Before that, I've been working on other technology markets like smart home, home appliances, robotics, interface battleground, and other applications within the consumer electronics segment. So that has been around 12 years of experience within the technology sector. But I am being a researcher for nearly 28 years now. So prior to technology research, I did a lot of consumer research, a lot of media research, a lot of retail research. So research has spread across wide industry sectors, wide different type of researches, and UK is my seventh country of residence. So I've traveled a lot, kind
Great.
of settled down in the UK, but yes, who knows next. So just to answer your question, yes, I'm the industry analyst on the wireless power market and the power supplies.
Good. Nice. So, wireless power for industry. So, tell me what's next. But in particular, as you know, I brought in terms of electric vehicles. So, what do you think about wireless charging for electric vehicles?
Sure. First of all, let's talk about the broader wireless power technology or wireless charging technology. I would say it has started to pick up. It has started that the traction is there across industries. In my research, I cover around 30 applications from a mobile, laptop, tablets, electric vehicles, e-bikes, e-scooters, IoT sensors, electric shelf labels. So there are around 30 applications I cover. Normally, in fact, in the last one or two, I would say 1 or 2 years back, the traction has been into 7, 8 categories, 7, 8 products now. But now since this year, I'm seeing a lot of work happening across all these 30 applications.
Okay.
So there's some or the other work happening. There's either the new technology being developed or the current technology has been advancing, and the very different use cases being looked at to introduce wireless power. So the awareness has increased to a certain level. In fact, there's still a lot of work to be done to increase the awareness about wireless power, to present the benefits associated with wireless power. Because everybody is saying yes, let's put wireless power, but not many people are talking about the benefits it's involved. So unless until you project the benefits, it becomes only a cost addition to a product rather than the benefits or value additions. So once the benefits are really projected to the OEM, ODMs, or the users, it will not pick up as fast as possible, which is what I'm seeing now. So thankfully, people are trying to portray the benefits associated with wireless power before doing any cost comparisons in that way. So that way, yes, it's been spreading across applications. There are few applications which have seen a lot of traction, like AGVs, AMRs, e-bikes, e-scooters, electric vehicle market is shown traction as well. And even there's a lot of innovation happening in the mobile devices, not only mobile phone, but mobile laptops, smart watches, variables. There's a lot of innovation happening those in market here.
So,
And to answer your specific questions about electric vehicles, I would like to say that yes, that's it has been there. We have
mhm,
been talking about electric wireless charging and electric vehicle for a few years now, but now it is more like into action. I'm seeing a lot of things into actions.
okay.
There are OEMs who have already adopted wireless power, so there are few cars coming out this year, which not this year. I'm saying they have already decided to adopt wireless charging into the cars.
Mhm.
The infrastructure market is picking up. You can earlier there were only 1 or 2 projects happening, example, but now you see many city councils and all are willing to jump in and, like, I would not say experiment, but to initiate the first projects to see how it goes. So there are 5, 6 cities who are already doing the projects. There are different companies involved in that projects as well, not only 1 or 2 companies, but it's spreading across. So that way, I would say the market is picking up. And because we know automotive takes time for it from a concept to a adoption to actual shipments, so it takes for 4 to 5 years time. So we will start to see some cars with wireless charging maybe within the 2 years time maximum, I would say. If possible next year, unless and until we still can have continuation of this chips and a component shortages. Otherwise, next year we'll see. And more particularly on the EV charging, I'm seeing adoption across different type of electric vehicles, not only passenger cars, but also in public transportations like taxis,
Okay,
buses as well. And
good.
and the type of technologies again varied. We have static charging and we also have dynamic charging, so you can charge while on your go. So both segments are going around, but at a different paces.
Good. So there is a nice talk by Electronic in the rise of wireless charging in automotive e-times forum last March, I guess. But automotive e-times forum, you can find just some information. So Dinesh, I met you at ABEC. During ABEC, you talked about with the presentation. Tell me your experience in terms of talks. So, which is the best ever that you remember with more attention?
Mm, I think I enjoy all of my talks because they have been with different type of people, different regions, by different organizations or industry bodies. So I like each of them. Very particularly, if you see, if I remember, if I try to remember which was the good ones, I would say this was the one which I did in 2019, end of 2019. That was in Taiwan, Taipei. And that was I was invited by ITRI, the industry, the educational body of institutions of Taiwan. And I would say that was good one because again, 2019, the scenario was different. It was a totally new audience, different profile of people, and we know Taiwan is one of the hubs for power supplies or power electronics there. So the audience was very attentive to what's happening, where we are with regards to wireless power, and how market is evolving, which applications are evolving and all. I finished the talks. Obviously, I had to talk very slowly, so that was very memorable and very cool, calm. I like that. But more important was my presentation was for half an hour, and we only had 10 minutes for questions, to be honest. But the questions came out after my presentation. The questions came out so interesting and all that the organizers said that Dinesh, let the questions flow in. So we did not stop at 10 minutes. We actually stopped after 40 minutes because there was such a very fruitful and very insightful discussion that we're having with questions and answers. Everybody enjoyed it. So we overstayed for what, half an hour more, and we are the questions, and I was happy to answer most of the questions, clarify to the market. And that's a very good part of being a presenter. An interactive session is very important. And me being the analyst, a knowledge barrier, if I may say, you really feel happy that okay, someone is using your knowledge, someone using expertise, applying your research to their business. And I think that was very good.
So you are industry analyst and you are working on research in several parts. Tell me what's next, in which part in particular you are working for wireless power or others. So what's next from you?
I'm in fact this year I'll focus on two three applications which are really getting interesting turnaround with regards to wireless power. I think I briefly mentioned earlier. One is the AGV AMAS market, very interesting market. I attended 2 or 3 shows in fact in the last 3 months, focused on AGVs, AMRs, and factory automation. And I was very surprised to see first of all that these technology savvy AGVs, AMRs, which are high tech products, they're still using pogo pins. They're still using copper plates for wireless for charging themselves. So I said, oh, what is this? Like, there's really a big gap in the market, a knowledge gap that they don't know much about wireless power. And being the wireless power analyst, or I would say the ambassador, I see a lot of opportunity there. That oh wow, this is the market is fully untapped and those things. But saying so, when I did more research within that industry, I earlier I thought there are only 1 or 2 players doing wireless power, but I was very surprised, happily surprised to see that there are 10 companies who are already doing wireless power, catering to this market, but on a very low scale. So I want to explore that more area. E-bike, e-scooters, they also got stuck somewhere. So I want to see how we can resolve that issue as to how we can put insights into people's mind and say this is where the barriers are, how we can tackle it. And obviously electric vehicles market is suddenly becoming very, very interesting. So these are three. Plus there's lots happening from the consumer electronic perspective. We know EU has been staying standardized to make USB type C or having a one universal adapter. So that will have some impact on wireless charging market. So, and the other part is distance charging. That is another interesting area within wireless power industry that will see some traction. So there are 4, 5 areas in which I will be trying to focus and putting more attention on.
Good, thank you. So Dinesh, weekend is coming. So tell me your next holiday. So work is important, but holiday is more important. I
Uh,
mean, so which books do you prefer reading? For example, maybe with a good drink.
uh, yes, I would say yes. Weekend is coming. Normally weekends are just like cool, calm, trying to set at home because I travel a lot. In fact, in the last not even like 5.5 months, I've traveled for 3.5 months, and it has been very, very hectic. So, and I'm enjoying it. So traveling is not my priority at the moment. It will be surely in the summer to take the family around. Hopefully, seeing a couple of cities within Europe. Not I don't want to go very far. Italy is one of the south of Italy is where I wanted to go. Either south of Italy or south of France will be one of the destinations that we'll go out for vacations. But otherwise, yes. With regards to reading, not a book. Sorry, we have gone out of the habit of books. But yes, I have my nice scotch, and actually I love LinkedIn a lot. I like to read a lot of things, news, informations, and more about strategic stuffs as well. So LinkedIn learning is what I really spend some of my weekend time on. Not networking, but just like hardcore reading and learning about some stuff. Could be my current industry or could be totally different industry.
Thank you, Dinesh. It has been a pleasure to have you in this wind down Friday. Have a nice weekend.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's fine. Thank you very, very much. It's always fine. Great to speak with you as well. Speak to you
Thank
soon
you.
then. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.